Prince Harry's visa might be revoked if he admitted to using narcotics. To cope with his trauma, Prince Harry claimed he began experimenting with psychedelic drugs. After confessing to using drugs in a live therapy session, Piers Morgan noted that Prince Harry might have his visa revoked. For his program The Myth of Normal Trauma, Illness, and Healing in a Toxic Culture, renowned therapist Dr. Gabor Mate interviewed Prince Harry. Prince Harry revealed that he began using drugs after realizing that they helped him deal with his trauma. But Morgan said that U.S. authorities take a dim view of drug use by non-U.S. citizens and that the Duke of Sussex's visit to the U.S. may now be in jeopardy. Harry had just ended his treacherous family trashing memoirs world tour when the host said, "Inevitably, he's decided the world hasn't heard quite enough from him." So, Dr. Gabor Mate, a renowned trauma expert, reminded us during Harry's most recent wheeze that he, Harry, is the world's biggest victim. The Duke of Sussex said to Dr. Mate about his use of drugs, "I started doing it recreationally and then started realizing how fantastic it was for me. I'd say it's one of the essential things that happened in my life that changed me and gave me the ability to cope with the hurts and traumas from the past." Prince Harry might now be compelled to miss his father's coronation on May 6 in order to avoid being denied entry to the United States as a result of his admission, according to Morgan. After confessing to consuming cocaine during a separate trial, TV chef Nigella Lawson was prohibited from traveling to the United States in 2014. Another strong argument against having them at the King's coronation, the contributor to Sky News Australia continued, is that we might end up being forced to live with them. Visa applicants who are proven to be drug abusers or addicts are inadmissible to the U.S., claims U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders (DSM) of the American Psychiatric Association (APA) establishes the criteria for determining whether a person uses drugs regularly. However, as a result of 2010 regulation changes, border agents are no longer required to consider a history of experimental usage when determining whether to grant a visa request. Even if they had no criminal convictions to their name, foreign nationals who applied to enter the U.S. in the past had their applications rejected on criminal grounds. The law specifies that if you have been convicted of a U.S. or foreign law relating to controlled narcotics, or if you have admitted to violating such a law, then you are inadmissible to the U.S., Carnegie Dikmajian, senior attorney at Laura Devine Solicitors, told Vice in 2019. With reference to the example of British Isabella Brazier-Jones, who was refused admission to the U.S. after a message regarding cocaine was discovered on her phone that was 2 years old, Dikmajian said American officials had become tighter when it came to admitting persons who had used narcotics in the past. According to recent experience, a simple admission of possessing a controlled substance is enough to prevent entry, he continued. There are legal standards the authorities are supposed to follow, he said. Since moving to California with Meghan Markle in March 2020 after spending 6 months in Canada, Prince Harry has been a resident of the United States. Since then, the couple and their 2 kids have made Montecito, a Santa Barbara suburb, their home. An invitation to the King's coronation, which will take place on May 6 in London, was sent to Harry and Meghan last week. The couple, however, has already stated that they won't be confirming their attendance at the service across the Atlantic. Just Louis gets energy out after school, thanks to Kate's excellent parenting style. Prince Louis, the couple's youngest child, is believed to like being outside and frequently requests that his mother Kate take him to a playground after school. Prince Louis typically has a light-hearted request for Kate Middleton and Prince William when he gets home from school.